Welcome, everyone, to another exciting session of the Tales of Tellos, the Steam Age. I'm your humble dungeon master, DM Order, and I'm joined by these awesome individuals who are the heroes of the campaign, the Crimson Peacekeepers. It has been quite a journey, 3 years in the making, and we're still going strong with session 131. As I immediately sneeze. Anyway, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. We're really happy to have you. We are near a climax of one of the character arcs for one of the Crimson Peacekeepers, level 19, and going strong with things in the middle of hell. So it's quite a journey that's been thus far. If you're interested in watching any of the previous episodes, they are on our YouTube channel, Castles and Calamities. So feel free to check it out. You don't have to go all the way back. If you want to just watch like the first or last few episodes to catch up with Chance's arc, go ahead. It's a great time and everything going leading onward and upward. I emphasize upward because you guys are in hell. So you guys got to go up from here. If you're joining us again, return viewer, thank you again. Always happy to have you for it in this crazy wild journey. With that being said, let's talk about what happened last time on session 130 as we move forward with 131 and see where the journey and destinations go. So, last time on session 130, the group had made a bargain initially with the Lord of Avarice, Mammon himself, in exchange for sealing the Mesopotamia goddess Alani. They would bind her, and he would grant them her name and the god chains. Now, the group took the bargain, went to meet Alani, and learned a little bit more about her. Chance questioned her and grilled her about why she had her parents' souls, and Alani revealed certain truths or deceptions. You're not quite sure. But according to Alani, she has been watching Tellos and trying to find a way in. She is a goddess from the Hurrian pantheon slash Mesopotamia of Earth. And her pantheon faded and was consumed by war by other pantheons. She fled the cosmos, traveled across different worlds, and sought different places where she can reseed herself and be worshipped once more. Different worlds rejected her. Some she was able to get along with, but ultimately had to leave. And eventually she's found her way towards this part of creation in this certain galaxy. She is trying to reach into Telos because she sees worlds that are ripe without worship of any other deities and would probably allow her to thrive if not for the 16. She wants in, or she wants to have a way to have an oracle because she is a goddess of fate herself to be able to help reseed her on a world where there is no god or goddess of fate. That has drawn her eyes towards the oracles of this age, and specifically focusing her attention on Chance. Years ago, when Chance's parents were assassinated by an assassin hired by the Lord of Envy, she caught the souls here in Avernus and has held them, waiting for this day so she can bargain with Chance and hiding and biding her time away from the 16, the other devils, archdukes, and trying to utilize her power of time, magic, and power to bargain with Chance. Upon this revelation, Chance decided to let Lance rewind time using her chronomancy powers and Alani's divine spark of divine power as a former goddess, and a vision has been granted to Lance before. And so Lance warned the group that morning about everything that was to come, or at least an abbreviated version. The group alerted Revenos and Mallory, and both of them said that the 16 were also alerted now and were discussing things after having to come back from different wayward parts of the galaxy. And so the group went to the fifth layer of hell once more to meet with Mammon, since they had an appointment with him. No bargain has yet been struck, but this is where we begin tonight's session. You guys are in Memmon's office, and we're about to see what transpires. So, back in Memmon's office, once more, it is a very luxurious office with a window view that changes its scene with different worlds. There are several nice, comfortable, and opulent furniture, and Mammon is there in a particular form, presenting himself as human looking with a yellow suit and black shirt. Chance, we ended last week's session with Mammon being apprehensive to make a bargain, at least any other bargain other than the one that he is offering again, with you basically receiving the God chains in exchange for Alani. I take it you have not changed your mind. You do not want that deal. Is that correct?
Yes.
Great. In this moment, is there any other bargains or dealings you want to deal with the Lord of Avarice? He is a little off put at the moment, but you may be able to appeal to his sense of greed if you wish.
Not me. Not at the moment.
Great. In that moment, he does cast, before anyone can notice, underneath his desk. He snaps his fingers, and Lance, you're the only one that notices it as everything enters a time stop. Lance al Black says, if the previous timeline or inclination that I am receiving, we had a couple of dealings. I think you wanted to know about Deceit's heritage. Is that
That
correct?
that is correct, yes.
Is that something you're still interested in?
I would still be interested in that, yes.
Great. As you know, I do like to make deals and bargain fairly with certain heroes. If you're interested, a soul coin, just like how I bargained before, and the information may be yours.
Lance will flick him a soul coin.
He catches it and kind of like stares at it, smiles a little bit, and then it just like disappears, almost like a magic trick of sorts. Well, you'd be happy to know that I did a little research ahead of time from this timeline, and he's actually of my circle. There's a devil upon this circle that helped sire or infuse infernal power in him. So he is cut of the same cloth as you.
That's good to know.
Indeed. If you'd like, I can give arrangements for you to meet his ancestor, if that is something you are interested. Of course, for a price and at a later time.
Yes. Why don't we see what happens with all of this
All right,
situation, and then we can speak again later.
of course. 9 days from now, I'll contact you just to see if you're still interested.
Great.
Excellent. Anything else before they won't know about this, any of our dealings, but anything else I can offer you?
Not at this time. I think I'm already got enough going on right now.
Of course. I do respect you, lads. And time stop ends. Everyone's none the wiser. All right. Well, if it is a shame we couldn't make any dealings, but as I said in the very beginning, I'm not forcing you into any dealings you do not want to. If you want, you can leave and find means to travel to Avernus, I would imagine, is where you're going next.
Yes.
You don't need to know where we're traveling next.
going somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
Either way, I would imagine you're going somewhere up. One by one, you all leave. Who is cast? Where? What are you guys doing as you enter once more the resplendent halls of Minaris? Are you guys trying to head towards Avernus? Are you lingering? What is the plan from the group?
Can I just take us straight to where she's going to be? Because I know where that is.
Well, that depends on whether that is where she's going to be. Because if you, in the way that you described it yesterday, my I thought my coordinates were going to take us to find her name. And then you said that Lamont had said something, and then the timeline maybe shifted. But since that didn't happen today, we should look at what the coordinates are that we have and hope that it leads us to where we need to go. That it is the appropriate coordinates for this timeline. Because he knows where we went yesterday as well.
Does she?
Yesterday.
Why don't I just ask her where she is? I've met her, so I can try to contact her. Although we should leave this realm because I bet you he'll block it, or at least intercept it.
Yeah. I mean, I assume also that we are talking in our heads right now, not out loud.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, Lance, are you going to use, since you guys want to leave this place, are you plane shifting the group back to the prime, or are you plane shifting using those coordinates?
Can we just walk out of the front of this palace?
You'd have no idea where, like, what the directions are. And it's more of a city than a palace per se.
Well, I don't think anything we do unless we completely leave this place is going to stop him from knowing where we are.
Don't quote me on this, but I also think didn't he invite us here to deal? So bound by the Pact Primeval, he can't do anything to us till we leave anyway.
Correct, but he can trace us where we go.
Yeah,
That's true.
what I'm worried. He said that he's sending his own people after her. So we don't want to give them a heads up on
Where we're
where she
going.
might be. I'm hoping that she remembers the way Lance remembers, and that she's at least leaving us a trail, but also keeping herself safe.
Okay.
We can go to the coordinates that I have written here.
I mean, it's
We
what
can
we
go to the
got.
coordinates as you remember them, which may or may not be the same.
Let me.
Or we can
I'm
call
looking up
her.
something. Please hold.
We could also go into our mansion or something and at least give us hopefully a warding of sorts.
Yeah, I think we could actually leave. No, we can't leave from there. That'd be a plane shift. Well, actually, no, we could leave from there with a plane shift.
So we have to plane shift anyways, I think.
I heard you say, Lance, did you?
Yeah, can I?
He's short circuited.
Can I summon her if we pop back to the prime with a greater demon spell?
Don't post the spell. Because number one, she's a devil, not a demon. But number two,
Oh, how about greater fiend? Summon fiend.
Okay, fiend, better. That's why I was like not a demon, definitely not a demon.
Oh, that says
Uh,
fiendish spirit.
Okay,
PR
fiendish,
might be a little high for that.
but yeah, she might
It
be.
says you can summon Yugoloths, so
Huh?
But Yugoloth is
it's lower level, yeah.
yeah. So you could try or use the coordinates. Either one.
Let me. Hang on, where's the post to?
Could
It's
try
a
to-
6th level spell, and it allows a CR. Doesn't specify what CR, but it does say if you upcast it, you can cast it at higher levels.
Yeah. Send me the spell, but and I'll review it because that might be something used for other purposes. Yeah. But for now, I mean that's one option. You guys have basically two options, and just for the sake of time, you either are going back to the prime and then try calling her, or you're going to the coordinates. And you could call her with Lance's spell potentially, or go straight to the coordinates.
if we're somewhere that's just not this plane, I could probably reach out to her. Well, any of us that had the ability to just contact somebody
Oh, yeah.
on another plane, yeah, we could just reach out and seance style do a send in that way.
I mean, we could technically still do that and I think be safe because the reply comes in our head. The reply doesn't come out loud. Just our question comes out loud.
Right.
So I don't know whether he has that much omnipotence or not.
Well, if it's in our heads, he's probably not going to find it. Yeah. That's a clear point. That's a good point.
Yeah, this is a summon spell like summon draconic spirit or summon thing. This is more of summoning a creature for battle, Lance, as opposed to like summon aberration or summon draconic spirit or summon elemental. This isn't like a communication spell.
Right. I thought it was when I first was thinking about that, I thought it was a conjure spell. So
Yeah, no worries. That's why I
if
wanted to leave
if it was conjure fiend, then maybe we could work something out. But
yeah. So if that's the case, you guys are then and good idea. Definitely good idea there. But yeah, this is more of a combat spell. But
How
are you
many
guys
times
casting sending or going to the coordinates?
how many times can you plane shift, Lance?
2
Right.
is actually we're on the same plane, or is each level considered its own plane, DM?
It is considered its own plane, separate layers of the plane. So you can do a plane shift to go from layer 5 to layer 1.
Okay. I was asking if because we're on, if I have to use teleport or plane shift is correct. I can technically plane shift through or teleport 3 times. I also have gate if we need it, but that's going to burn my 9th.
I would say that with this, you could different layers, different dimensions and space. So I would say this is more plane shift because I did say specifically that Talia used plane shift before.
If
instead of
we the does the gate spell stop a fiend from being pulled onto the prime?
a gate spell.
Yes.
So a gate spell, like if you summon, let's say Quibble, like you gate and said Quibble, he would appear and he can be pulled in. He would likely slip through the divine barrier. You try to do that with like a pit fiend, they're not going to be able to be pulled through because of the divine barrier, unless there's like other magical precautions taken. And that's why there's like no pit fiends or armadas of extraplanar entities just like surging across.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because the gate says you can speak the name of a creature and pull it to you That's
Yeah.
why I was asking if, because of the level of this creature, if that would stop.
Yeah, any like greater demon or devil would not be able to slip through the divine gate.
Okay. I mean,
Now,
Chance, if you don't think we have to fight, I can just gate to her. And we can go to her wherever she is.
We would need her name, and we no longer have her name. Wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Let's.
Do
Okay.
you even remember when? Lance, do you remember
When
about?
we saw her last time, it was in about
Yeah.
20 minutes from now, 15 minutes from now.
Chance, what if we went looking in the day that didn't happen?
Looking what?
What if we went looking in the day that didn't happen?
I don't want to do that because we need to make that day go as like there's always going to be a certain amount of paradox, but we need to make that day go as much away as we can. We need to make our decisions based on today so that yesterday doesn't exist.
Okay, but for the sake of nothing else, we could at least get the name. Because we struck up conversation. I get where you're coming from.
Like I'm just worried the more we rely on yesterday's information, the more today was real.
I get
And
where
the
you're
more
coming
that
from.
contract is real.
I'm getting where you're coming from. You don't want to. You don't want to repeat it. I get, and I'm coming from the wrong perspective. I'm just coming from the scientific of like that's the constant, but it doesn't matter. We just need to not rerun the experiment.
I'm thinking that we all right. We have one and or two sets of coordinates. We have the memory of where we went yesterday. We have these coordinates that I have written in this book, which may or may not be the same coordinates as yesterday. I say
Well, that
we go
coordinates was supposed to get us her name, right?
yes. Or that was what I thought until maybe something changed when Maman spoke it. But since he didn't do that today, I say we go where this takes us. That the book should take us where we need to go in this timeline. If the book is from this timeline.
All right.
Yes?
Hand me the coordinates.
Okay.
All
I
right.
will do that.
Chance, you give Lance the coordinates. Lance, Alice is already taking like fishing through your bag of holding for some shots of vodka from all the time travel talk. And Lance, you cast plane shift and take everyone to the to wherever the coordinates may be. And they lead you right to Avernus, the first layer of hell. And I need everyone again roll wisdom saving throws with advantage because of hero space and plus 6 from Azrael's aura. Alice, the hero space spell that was has already been done. Yes.
No, the one that allowed us to become proficient in something or add a point to a modifier or
We have not done that one yet.
I did not do that yet. I
Okay.
might do that if we have time here.
Yep. So just normal. So we got Lance with a 30, Chance with a 23 plus 6, 29, Zanny with a 32. Let's see.
I rolled, hopefully. I'm waiting to see if mine will
There it goes.
populate or not.
Zanny, you said just 26?
Aura's already prefactored into that roll.
Oh, okay. You're okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so 26 is with Aura.
Not wanting to
Okay.
go.
So Erlon got it. Aura is added in, and then Alice, what did you roll? Plus 14 plus Aura. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. For some reason, advantage just breaks it, but I got a 35.
Cool, cool.
So I guess I'll just double roll singles in the future.
Yeah. All right.
Makes sense.
You all appear at the coordinates, and you see the path leaning down towards where you in the other timeline did discuss or did do like dealings with Alani.
Let's walk that way and
Right.
see what we see.
Now this is hell. This is
Yeah,
I was told
definitely
we're
more.
not supposed to pull on the chains.
Yeah,
I-
definitely.
Do you think
yeah.
that's where the phrase comes from?
The yank of my chain could be.
Maybe, yeah.
I would pretty much just advise not touching anything, as a general rule down here.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Now the chains go somewhere, and you don't want to find out where. Y'all want me to scale it up a hit, or we just
Let's
take it
all
as a
just
group?
keep. Yeah, we'll go keep our eyes open. See what we can see.
You do well, Zanny and Lance roll perception checks. Cool. Praise the 16 for
Ah.
Lance.
I
And
swear
Zanny.
Yep, getting both my eyes back made me worse at perception checks, I'm convinced.
Your dice always roll on my screen, so I get to see it early, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Just looking like, oh, whoa, depth
Yeah.
perception.
I'm just
Lance, you see the unusual looking rock down below, and that draws your attention, as that is where the meeting is supposed to be.
Lance walks to the rock and be like, right here.
Okay, so you're starting to go down. Remember, it's an incline for
Yeah.
it. So you start walking down. Is everyone else following him?
Yeah.
yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yeah,
Everyone
I'm gonna pull up the rear in
acrobatics.
case it's an ambush.
Okay, no worries. Everyone
I'm
just
still
roll
near
an
the front.
acrobatics check as you guys are going down
Acrobatics.
the decline.
Do we have aura for that or no?
Oh, it's acrobatics,
No.
not a save.
Oh. Again, I don't play paladin.
Yeah, no worries. Asriel, you slide in the armor. The DC was 13. So
Yeah.
everyone, chance is just just perfect slide, superhero style.
Great.
I know what I rolled.
And then let's see.
I see an 18.
Okay, thank you. Because it did not show me.
Yeah, cool. You approach and start heading towards. So it's Lance and let me adjust the map for a moment. So it's Lance and Chance in the front. Zanny, I think you said you're in the back.
Yeah, I'm
And
pulling up,
then-
I'm pulling up the rear probably about 20 feet behind everybody else just to make sure in case we get jumped.
Okay, 20 feet. Let me just quick mapping. Cool.
I'll be behind Lance and Chance. Lance and Chance, yeah. Lance and
Yeah.
Chance.
And
Last
then
chance.
Alice, are you in the middle or in the back?
I'm in the middle. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mitchell put a lot of lemon into my tea and I'm crying a little bit.
All right.
He's
Noted.
gaslighting me.
Who's gaslighting who?
Mitchell, he says there's no lemon in it.
That's hell. That's hell for Lumi and Alice is sour lemon tea. All right. You start heading down, and Zanny, you start to feel a sense of precognition flaring up a little bit in you. Like destiny and fate is very much concentrated in this one place with that
Yeah.
one rock being
Probably getting used to this kind of pressure, feeling it.
Yeah.
You know.
And you are. So it's not unusual. You, if you want, can start looking a little bit into it or refrain. That's up to you. But
I'm not gonna look into what did happen. Since I'm dragging in the back, I am gonna just take the moment and use my powers to scout for us. I'll just give us like a 2-minute buffer to see if somebody's about to jump us in the next 2 minutes.
okay, you open your eye, like your eye glows a little bit as you look into the timelines. You don't see necessarily anyone attacking yet, but you do see Alon, the Fate Devil does appear, and then everything becomes very blurry because her presence can't really predict what is God's going to do. But with that said, as you approach, each of you gets a mass ascending being sent into your minds. And it is from Revenos. The 16 have decided based on Alani's disposition and past, they will not let her become a celestial nor a mortal on Tellos. That's the decision. Do you all continue to walk towards the stone or stop and take a moment?
I'm gonna take a moment and reply, assuming that I can reply to a mass tag with just like
Yeah.
that severely limits my options.
Lance thinks in his head, we never said it would work. We did say to get your parents' souls back that we would work on her behalf. Or we would petition the 16 on her behalf, and we have fulfilled that obligation.
Yeah, but that I believe was not any part of any contract.
That was in the contract I signed, wasn't it, DM?
In that timeline, yes.
Yes.
We didn't actually get a chance to read the contract. I was under the understanding that the contract was she would send us back and give him the memories so that we could do that, but not because the contract wasn't with.
I thought the contract
no...
was we got sent back. I have the memories, so we know not to make the other contract.
Yes.
But as long as we petitioned for the 16, she would release your parents' souls.
Correct. So the main impetus of that contract was twofold. Basically, get the vision for Lance so that you guys would be released from the previous contract, and try to work with the 16 for it, for her to be part of Tellos or to have something from the 16, like as a refugee.
Yeah, I didn't get the impression that I was getting my parents back for what we were going to do. That I got the impression there was an element of trust that an additional deal would be made.
Yeah. And right now, technically, no deal has been made in this timeline. So everything you're doing is basically a clean slate.
Got it. All right.
Do we all get to reply to Revenos's sending?
Yeah, if you want. It's a mass text.
Lance will reply, is there another option, another place that we can send her that the 16 would allow or help facilitate?
Okay, that's yours. We'll let everyone respond if they so choose, because this is going to depend on if Revenos is wasting a spell for a mass or just an individual. So let's just go alphabetical. So Alice, do you respond to Revenos?
Please do not call this number again.
Azrael, do you respond to Revenos?
I'd probably say like I think it'd be smart to find another place to take her, because you guys clearly can't really prevent her from getting into this realm.
Cool. Erlon, do you respond to Revenos?
Hey, Rev knows how's Eloquent doing?
I'm just imagining this as like a group chat. And like and Zanny, do you respond to Revenos?
No. Getting this information mere minutes before we're about to go talk to Alani, Zany is immediately consulting her formulas and seeing about memory erasures and mind blanks.
Cool.
She is completely ignored.
Yeah. Revenos does respond with another sending towards Lance. Potentially the 16 may be able to give her directions to another world, but none of the worlds held in trust. And then you get a ping, Azrael, and it says the same thing to you. Then Alice, you get a ping. I'll call you whenever I wish, darling.
I will hit you the next time I see you.
What was that, Erlon?
Is it, well, Alice does hers, but I was just say he didn't tell me how Eloquent's doing.
You wait. Forgive me, I may have misheard. Your response was, "How are you doing?" or "How is
No,
Eloquent?"
how's Eloquent doing?
Okay, I heard, "How are you doing?"
So, I don't care about him.
You're trying to earn favor from him.
He already gave it to me.
So those are the three. Trying to think. Yeah, he's right now playing Mass Transit. He'll also give that same message, the one he did to Lance and Azrael, to also Chance. And he's using sorcery points to regain his like 3rd level and not spend like a 6th level mass sending. But any conversations, discussions, or anything?
Right. Well, I guess
Wow.
I'm going to another world. Great. That's definitely what I wanted to do. I just want to live a quiet life with my family, not on another planet that with no one that I know.
So Verlana, maybe you can take them with you? Maybe they'll come with?
I mean, yeah, yes, maybe, but I want a quiet life for them too. I want a normal life. And I don't know what to expect in another world. Not going to be normal. That's for damn sure.
Oh no. But
Chance. Roll a intelligence or wisdom check, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, they're equal.
16. Okay, Braze is 16. So when you're thinking about a 19 with Manny, the 16 are saying, no, not Tellos. You know what Alani wants. She wants you and your power. You can say no to her. And you don't have to leave Tellos if you don't want to. Now, that either is going to result in a combat or you just convincing her to go away with using your silver tongue. You do not have to leave Tellos if you do not want to. But that is what Alani wants. The 16 did, through Revenos, did mention that they'll point to a world that she could just go away to, but they're not going to help her to seed her on that planet.
Yeah, my point still stands.
well, shit, kid, how you gonna play this?
Well, we have to go have this conversation with her. So let's do it before grandmother shows up with some new recruits.
Fair.
I guess I just walk
Alrighty.
towards the rock and like look around. Hello.
So you walk towards the rock, and as you approach it with Lance, Alani does appear, walking forward, almost at the same time as you arrive towards the rock. And let's go back to that scene.
DM,
Sure.
just in case. As we're as chance goes, I'm going to just pat her, and that because this requires touch, and I'm going to spend one of my points and mind blank her, just to give
Mind
her
blank.
a little bit of privacy in this conversation from Alani.
Okay.
I am going to
Cool.
mind blank her, and I'm going to settle it with one of my points.
Nice. You do it. You rush over, pat her, and subtle spell mind blank. And until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is immune to psychic damage. Any effect that would sense its emotion or read its thoughts, divination spells, and charmed conditions. Spell even foils wish spells and spells or effects of similar power used to affect the target mind or gain information about the target.
She might have just full well disappeared to Mammon right now.
Yeah. So we'll see. Just for funsies, you being an oracle, you specifically, roll an Arcana check. "31. You cast the mind blank on Chance. You basically have now Lonnie, Chance, and yourself sensing, using your precognition power, your oracular abilities. You feel like the space or the space-time around you is touched in a way that it's creating like a buzz towards anybody using scrying. Because of the mind blank and you being an oracle and a goddess, pretty much no one can see now what's going on when they're looking backwards in time or forwards in time, which may piss off Mammon, but he cannot see what's going on, so he may be sending things, but you know for sure he doesn't know what's going on right now. All right. With that said, anything else before, because you said you did that before, anything else before that moment where Chance walks up to the rock?
Yeah, it's like as soon as the conversation was over, like when Chance gets up to walk away, just like "Nope." Take that and then
Your
go
foot
so that way
late.
you can have some get a little bit of privacy.
Yep. All right. And Azrael, you have your aura up. So you're covering basically everyone minus Zanny, and Lance is a little outside the aura. So basically everyone is in the aura except for Lance and Zanny. Unless, Lance, do you want to go like one step to the left, or are you good where you're at on the map? If
If
you want,
you're
you can
asking,
move it.
I stay where I'm at. I trust her.
Okay, cool. All right. Alani steps forward, and Chance, you step forward, and Lonnie's like, "Welcome, Chance." Or wait, oh, I'm sorry. DM takes a moment. She say Chance or Scheherazade before? I think it was Mammon was Scheherazade, Lonnie was Chance. So, okay. Welcome, Chance. I'm glad we can meet here at this time and at this place again.
Right. Again for you, again for Lance, less so for me.
This is what happens when we play with time a little bit.
Mm. Yes. So it is. All right.
Now to ask, because I don't know what you know, what has Lance told you?
Lance has told me his version of what happened yesterday. Um, I'm afraid we're probably going to have a variation on our conversation again. One, because he is sometimes an unreliable narrator. No offense.
I gave you a great story.
I'm sure that you did, but you sometimes see things differently than other people. Um, Not that I believe the general gist of it, but and secondly, because in order for today to stick, we need to make today happen.
All right.
And we don't have to RP the whole thing, but it'll be a similar conversation.
Yeah, let's
Questions to what she had yesterday with just a hair less aggression, but she's still a little skeptical. She's definitely still,
fair.
and she's still mad that she still has her parents and never told her. So
And yeah,
like,
the same story comes up, her telling her I had to, her summoning the actual murderer before you, her telling you that this is the one, this is the man who murdered your parents, spurned forth by the Lord of Envy himself, that this has been a plot to get you to be the most powerful, to make you into an oracle. They did this. They set you on this path for it, to make sure Mammon got his oracles from both sides of the family, both children, but Envy wanted it, and this happened. She tells you again, I was the one that saved your parents' souls. If I didn't do that, they would be claimed by Mammon or claimed by Envy, and then you'd be dealing with them instead of dealing with me. And she tells you about her desire, her want to make a bargain with you because she wants to become a goddess again. She wants to be loved again. She wants to be worshipped again so that she can help people and be good once more. She was a goddess of war and peace, of fertility and death, of fate. She was benevolent and helped guide people away from the evil, the underworld itself. She tries to make herself sound like Grace among the 16. She does, again, the whole things that had happened, and Chance is still aggressive for it. And she comes down to that. This is where things start to get a little bit now on the edge. Her telling you, I want to make a bargain with you. If you concede or help me enter Tellos and let me become a goddess on Tellos of fate, I can be loved again. And if not on Telos, then come with me and help me seed myself on another world. Because I know that deep down you, Chance, have always been intrigued of other worlds. Whenever you used to look up at night with your at the stars, you wondered about the possibilities. Help me, and I can show you new worlds. Or bring me forward here so that I can become good again and we can have this partnership together. Azrael says I think it was Azrael who says, you can't really found a religion in 10 years. And she then says, well, you'd be surprised how fast a religion can happen, even within a single year. And Chance, we're getting back to basically right before you told her you couldn't make a deal because you had already signed the deal with Memon.
Right. I don't I do believe that a good amount of religion fervor can be created in a year. I'm not sure how long it will take to shall we say cure you. I am giving you the benefit of the doubt that you have good intentions. I'm not sure how long it takes to go from good to evil and evil to good to so that, because see, currently if you are evil right now, just for the for this thought experiment, and then I take you somewhere and then I get you followers. Those followers are followers who want to follow an evil god. And then from what I understand of these religions where the god is dependent on worship, that your followers shape you as much as you shape them, right? So if they're following an evil god, you're going to stay an evil god, possibly get worse.
This is why I think you, as a partnership, if you help me seed me on a world, you can make sure that my religion is founded and I am seen as a benevolent goddess. That way, hopefully, there won't be any gods on that world, whatever worlds we find. If there are, we can work together, but I can claim that dominion over fate on that world. But you will help keep me honest as I grow good followers. And then I don't have to accept any of the evil followers or their demands and plights. I will be more peace than war, more fertility than death, more fate than oppression.
Look, I want that for you. I do. And I want to help you do that. It's a it is it is asking for my life. And that is a big ask.
What do you want, Chance? I, if I am within my power, I will give it to you. As a partner, I know I'm asking a great deal from you to travel, but think about it. If you travel to another world, you may never come back to Telos. But if you wish to bring your family, bring them. I'll give them wealth beyond anything with us working together. If you want to see other worlds, if you want to help me for just 10 years or 30 years, I might have enough power to elongate your life. You can explore other worlds, not shackled to me.
I mean, I have the power to elongate my life. I have the power to travel to these other worlds, honestly, if I really wanted to.
You don't, though. The 16 would stop you.
I'm not sure. The 16 are going to stop me from coming back, and that is the problem.
Perhaps. But yes, if what can I offer you to show you, to help you make this decision.
That's just it. I don't want anything that you can give me.
Her brow furrows. Then what do you need in order to help me? Or want or anything? What will make you agree to help me?
That's just it. I want to help. Okay. I want to help you if you're truthful on this, that it is a partnership, then I want to be able to do this on my terms. Which, how are you surviving right now? Like, you allegedly need worship. How long do you go without worship? How are you surviving right now?
Right now, I am a fiend. I am a devil. I am starved of worship to the point where if I was to just try to become a goddess, I would perhaps evaporate or fade within a day. I am right now drawing power from hell itself to sustain me.
So how do you think this transfer would go if you can't move to another planet and become a goddess?
That's why I need you or worshippers to worship me on another world, believe in me so that I can manifest there and manifest slowly but in smaller doses as a goddess and wean myself off of the infernal powers.
And in the meantime, I mean, Memon is looking for you.
Yes. If we make a bargain, that will help fuel me as a devil so that I can continue to hide from him and all the other archdukes.
Hmm. Really, I've we've talked to the 16. Telos, not an option at all. I'm just gonna give you that straight up.
That is frustrating to no end. They have all these people, and yet they don't need them, and they don't even let any of them choose to worship anyone else. 16 are flawed.
Yeah,
But
well, so's a need to be. So is the method of needing people to worship you to live, because then that makes you dependent on manipulating them to continue to do so.
I see it more as symbiotic, but we can debate that in a later time. If I cannot enter Telos, will you leave Telos with me?
That is the part that is very difficult. I feel like I need to talk to the 16 more to find out what the parameters around that are. What what that means for me, for you. They did at least offer to perhaps point to some place that might be a safe haven for you.
Well,
I do, like I said, I do want to help you. I do want to see you succeed, but it would have to be a genuine partnership, and I would have to be able to do things on my timeline, on my terms, which may mean I couldn't go to another planet for another 30 years.
I don't know if I can wait that long. Chance. Not 30.
Like I said, I don't know what that timeline would be. I want to be able to finish all of the things and take care of my affairs here before I set out on some esoteric, you know, flight of fancy. Like, and that's why I'm asking how long you can survive, what what process this would be. Like, would it be possible for me to go and find you a single follower that's going to keep you alive until we can do something about it?
At this moment, if I go into deep hiding, deep stasis, I may be able to survive perhaps another 9 months. You would have only 9 months to get your affairs in order. All affairs on Tellos. A single follower is not going to be enough to sustain me here. If you're willing, if you will bargain that you will leave Telos in 9 months, I'll wait that long.
Lance raises his hand.
Yes.
If I sequester you outside of time and space, would you last longer?
I would die. I would fade because I would no longer be drawing sustenance, hibernating with hell's power. I would just fade. She looks back at Chance. 9 months? Is that what we can agree on?
Like I said, there's a bunch of conversations that need to be had to find out what can be done. And
If you want to go talk to your 16, at least have us have that bargain, because that can be subject to change that we both agree on. Because imagine if you say, yeah, if you don't agree right now and you go to the 16 and they don't say anything, you come right back here and we do this all over again, or the archdevils have already made their plots to ambush for when we next meet.
exactly. That's what I'm worried about.
So make this bargain with me. If the 16 give anything that is worth it or something more meaningful, then we may amend our agreement, both of us mutually. But if not, if they kind of continue to shun all other gods away from Telos and all the other worlds they hoard.
That wasn't the conversation. You are I don't think they're going to change their mind. You are not going to wind up on Telos. You are not going to wind up on one of the worlds that they have. Like, that is not They may point to another world outside. I don't know that they're worlds that don't have gods or if they're worlds that have other gods. That's what I need to do research on. Because I'm not going to just go to an unknown place. Like, I need to research it ahead of time. And I need to be able to come back.
And that's the thing, the 16 won't let you research those worlds. They
You
don't
don't know that. That part is the part that I want to discuss with them. They don't want that information in the population, but they may allow it individually.
I highly doubt that. But if you have so much faith in them, go ahead. But still make the bargain of 9 months with me.
9 months for what? What do you want from me at this point of 9 months?
In 9 months from now, if your business being a hero, being a champion of the 16 is over.
Oh, it's definitely going to be over in 9 months.
Good. Then at that time, you will leave Tellos with me and anyone you wish to bring, and we will go to another world. And our partnership will begin.
I feel like you're not understanding what I'm looking for. Like, you asked for what I wanted, and I'm trying to tell you what I want. I want a quiet life. I want to be surrounded by my family and live a normal life. I don't want to be a hero.
I can try to give you a quiet life after everything's said and done on another world.
With the people that I love that don't want to leave here,
You can convince them.
I'm not going to draw them away from the lives that they love either. You're asking me to give up the people that I love with the risk that either I bring them into this turmoil too, or I leave them behind.
And I know I'm asking for a lot. And that's why I'm willing to offer you nearly anything.
Except the things that I want.
Which is a quiet life on Tellos. That is the thing I can't give you.
You haven't even offered me my parents. You are still using that as leverage to use me. How about just start with that? Like, it is very hard for me to have a positive feeling when you have done that and you have stolen the past 3 years of that quiet life, of that life with those parents and their child, their children.
I stole nothing, Chance.
You kept it.
Yes.
Time might not mean the same thing to you because you are infinite, but 3 years is a quarter of my brother's life. A quarter of his life, his parents were not there to provide love and support and teach.
And again, that was done so that no other devils will claim them. Now, I can give you your parents' souls back. I'll give you anything you want other than a quiet life on Telos. All I need is for you to agree to leave Telos in 6 months.
Oh, now it's 6 months.
Oh, sorry, 9 months. That's DM error. Sorry, 9 months.
I really wish the 16 were more helpful. They've certainly not earned anything either.
The 16 are flawed, and honestly, or at least in my opinion, don't deserve what they have.
Yeah, and neither do you.
I'm at least trying to be better. Zanny, you sense something because you've been like keeping an eye out. Are you looking in the future a little bit, or are you still scouting?
No. I'm not using my oracular powers. I'm present. I'm using my eyes to keep a lookout. But I've been listening to this conversation just to make sure that she's not spouting some sort of BS to just manipulate chance.
Okay. If you are keeping an eye out, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Which I know last time was a natural one, so hopefully not a nat one.
Let's see if we can do the other side of the die. That'd be great. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. 25.
There we go. You do see more of those like floating obelisk airships congregating, and you are seeing more infernal activity, almost like it's like a storm is coming of them. It is growing closer.
I just ping everybody psychically with a quick we're attracting an audience, and I think we might have company coming soon.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'll just kind of shoot a mental image of like the hell frigates flying through the air that I'm seeing.
Yep. Alani looks at you, Chance. I am sorry that your life has been burdened like this. I really am. If I can choose another and not have you to have to do this for me, I would. But it's my existence. Either I make a deal with you or I fade or am destroyed by them. I don't think you want to fight me. I don't think you want me to fade. And I don't think you want me to be given to them. Because at the end of the day, you are a good person, Chance.
Why don't you want to fade? Let all things end. Why not just accept death? As a goddess of death, shouldn't you understand that?
I do.
Why not embrace it? Why not go on your own terms?
Because because I don't want to. I want to be loved once more. I want to experience what I felt when I was younger. The good old days once more. If that time comes, my worshippers are slain and I am to fade, I will fade with grace. But I don't want to end like this, a devil, and let my essence just linger here for eternity. I want, if I am to end, let me end loved and just and good and fade into the upper realms.
Fine. That goes in the contract. Partnership goes in the contract that I am not following you just without input. I will do my best, but I am not guaranteeing success. And if I find out any of this has been a lie, the contract is null and void. If you lie to me in the future, the contract is null and void.
I have not lied. I said anything that is outright deceptive. No. But we will need to then understand what constitutes a lie or not, which can be in the contract. But I agree. Any other things you want to be in our contract together?
I will set my affairs in order, and anything that you can do to make my family, friends, or loved ones comfortable that I ask while I am doing that is within your power. So if they need money, places to stay, I'm gonna do that.
Very well. His soul. She gestures to the murderer, the assassin. What do you want me to do with him?
You give him to me with my parents. He has the information about the Lord of Envy. Maybe I can use that as leverage against Lamon.
Done. 3 souls there.
You have any other souls?
Soul coins. And I will need them in order to hibernate.
Fine. If you have any left when we are ready to go, you're going to set them free.
I may need a small reserve, and I'm honest here. I may need a small reserve to hold me over as I transition from devil to goddess, especially if we travel across to another world. But and you have my word on this, any soul coin here that I've accumulated that I do not strictly need will be released. When I am a goddess, I will absolve them of their sins and let them either be reincarnated or sent to the upper realms.
All right. Anything else? She's like asking mentally now to like.
You do know, Zanny, I'll say from your gauge, you think maybe there's like only a minute left before things start getting closer and closer.
Right. And honestly, it doesn't sound like that bad of a deal. All things considered, but I can definitely help you with the wording of the stipulations that she can't lie to you, and if we get it right, we can bind her by the pact primeval. She just can't. She can't open her mouth or speak if it's a lie.
Right. And you're making an effort, good faith effort. You are becoming good. If that does not happen in set amount of time, consequences.
Well, that all depends on us together, Chance. And this is truly, I mean that. If we have to go slow on another world, that will change the timeline. But good faith effort, yes.
Right. However, devil's going to define that.
Put it in there that
Fine.
you're the arbiter of what's good. I mean, you're gonna be there, might as well guide her, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't get say, you
When you
do.
When you make that, she shakes her head and is like, let's make it a neutral party. Because you may think something is good and I think something is good. Let's make it a third party. If you wish, an angel, a celestial, or a devil, an Aranies.
Where are we going to find a third party in a new world that we haven't even been to yet?
When we get there, I mean, we can always pull
You're
forth.
assuming that there are angels. If there's no other gods, you think there's angels?
There could be.
There could be. There might not be.
Celestial or third party arbiter.
Fine.
You all, or Zanny, you're looking, they're probably like 30 seconds away. And so Alani pulls up and creates a contract from thin air. And it is a long contract. And she gives it to Chance. Review it. It'll be good for 9 hours. I know you don't want to rush it, so I'll give you that.
Right then.
Now, here, when you sign it, I will deliver the murderer and your parents' souls. Again, once you sign that contract. Until then, thank you. I mean it. Thank you.
You do realize you're starting this out not loved.
Sorry, say that again.
I said you do realize you're starting out your goddess career not loved, right?
Unfortunately. Lee, head to the prime before they come. We'll talk again. Farewell, all of you. And you see her teleport away. What are you guys doing? As you see, there are lots of devils coming your way.
Okay,
Yeah.
if we should go, and we should go right now.
Yeah, let's do that.
Lance will teleport us home.
All right.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
I assume we're going
Fast.
home, right?
Yeah.
Wait, Erlan, were you wanting to stay and fight the devils?
That's what I thought was about to happen, but I mean, that's
You
a fast
could. You could
getaway.
tell Lance.
No, it's fast getaway, whatever. quick and easy.
Oh, as much as I would love to fight these guys, they're, I think, fixing to bombard the area and not come fight us.
All right.
Fair enough.
Azrael's like, I'm ready. Play the heavy metal music and go forward from
It's the
there.
only fiend I haven't slain yet.
Yeah.
There's a devil.
So cool. All right. You plane shift, traveling up into the upper realm, and we'll see what happens when we come back. We're gonna take our break. So see you all in 10 minutes. Take care. All right, folks, we're back from our short rest, our 10-minute or 15-minute ish break. Welcome back to the second half of session 131. If you missed it, really quickly, Chance made a deal with Alani potentially. Hasn't signed the contract yet, has 9 hours to sign it before the terms expire. And then whatever else is going to happen will happen, the consequences for it. So, the the group is now plane shifting back to the prime, and that's where we go, right back to the fortress. At least that's where I'm assuming, Lance, you're taking them. Is that correct?
Yep.
Cool. Straight back to the fortress, you appear, and what do you guys do?
Okay, well, that happened. I hate hell. It sucks. How are you?
I had a fantastic time.
I feel like that was pretty quick and easy.
I feel disgusting.
You are.
Oops. What?
Her
I hate saying he's
Second
right.
off-
You smell like sulfur.
I just. I feel like I have its taint all over me. I'm tired of going places that aren't here or the normal world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
agreed.
So, Chance, are you heading over anywhere? Are you reviewing the contract? What are you doing?
Um, yeah, she's trying to decide where to go. Um, she doesn't really want to go up to her apartment and have to face Amden and Lily and David. Uh, she's just she's just gonna just wave to everybody and head up to the roof.
Okay. Let's go really quickly. Everyone roll d20s for me. Alice 17, Azrael 9, Lance with a 2, Zanny with a 9,
Wow.
and then Chance with Chance with 3. And then Erlon, what did you roll?
A 1.
A 1. Okay. Alice and Zanny, or no, Azrael and Zanny, rollies. Roll another d20, please. 19-2. All right, great. All right, we're gonna go with Alice first, then Zanny, Azrael, Chance, Lance, Erlon. Okay. Let's start with Alice. Alice, what are you doing? You guys have come back from hell. It is right now getting close to the evening with everything. So, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go see my husband. I mean, I feel like I just saw him when he left for work this morning.
Yep.
And I'm gonna ask if he would like to go on a walk.
Bruce is like, yeah, yes, of course, darling. Do you want to go for a walk in the forest or out in Timar in Zarek?
No, can we go to Zarek? I'm gonna be honest, hell did not sit well with me, and I'd like to go get some of its taint washed off me.
Of course, my love. Off we go.
I'm taking our child with us too. I'm not leaving her with the gaggle.
The gaggle.
Yeah. We're not
All right.
we're not gaggling.
Gaggling. Cool. So you go quickly, or not quickly, you go just time skipping because for everyone. You go for a walk. Roll me it's right now spring. Yeah, just roll me a d12. Just let's see what the weather is like. 8. It's perfectly fine. It is a nice spring day. Air is tinged with a little bit of the city smell for things. It's not disgusting, especially after being in hell and like breathing all the sulfur and everything. It feels nice. It feels normal. You even see a lot of like the trolley system going forward. You see lots of people with horses. There you even see an Amir mobile, and everything feels normal for you.
Love that.
Bruce, or let me ask, do you have a stroller for
Yes,
Ari?
of
Okay.
course.
So I'll say he's pushing it a little bit, but he also has his arm hooked around you, and you both are just having a nice stroll as you head over to the temples.
Got my parasol out because we have to protect my complexion.
It's evening, so I don't
I
think
don't
you need.
care.
Okay.
Is the sun out?
Yes.
Okay, then. We're in the
Okay.
desert, all right? The sun is evil and harsh.
Okay.
Have you ever been to the desert?
I live in a desert. I'm like, I'm in Vegas. What are you talking
Whoa,
about?
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa,
Don't be
he's
calling people.
doxing
He's doxing himself. He's doxing himself.
Yeah. I'm like,
Woo!
Oh, God.
uh-huh.
Call the SWAT team.
So you go to the temples. You go specifically to, I believe, to which I want to imagine ambition, right?
Oh, yeah. It's always 50-50 between ambition and love at this point.
Yeah. You head over towards ambition, and one of the clerics there is happy to assist. What exactly are you telling him?
That I just got back from hell and I've got hell on me.
Hell,
But yes, it was not a good time. There were devils involved. I didn't make a deal, don't worry. I don't feel like myself.
do you feel sick? Do you need a lesser restoration? Do you want me to do a ceremony and pray for you? Is there both?
Let's do both, actually sounds like a wonderful idea.
All right. I'll start praying. We'll cast ceremony on you. And if you want to just sit and meditate and look at the night sky as it comes into being as it sunsets, think about ambition, and hopefully her power will be able to cleanse you. Over an hour passes. Lesser
Forgot I was-
restoration is cast on you, and then ceremony, and you return no longer being lawful good, but now neutral good.
Oh. Oh, that's much more me. Oh. Oh my. I was about to go out and honestly do things that I'm better now. Bruce, have me again.
Lawful good is
Too good. I was about to be too good. Okay? I need a little bit of. I was about to quit the drink.
my love. That's silly.
Yes, it is. I've actually learned I can't get drunk, so it would have been probably the best idea, but it was for my own health, though.
The cleric tells you, wasn't just that. You're still feeling some sick symptoms, correct?
Well, it's a change in seasons. I mean, darling, allergies are rampant.
If I may, let me cast Lesser Restoration on you. Casts it. Don't feel any different. Does that help or no?
No, I mean, I feel like I'm back to where square one was this morning.
Hmm. Allow me to, if you don't mind, I can see what other ailments are perhaps on you. I can cast a spell and do a quick little medical examination.
Darling, I'm fit as a fiddle. And trust me, I know my way around a fiddle.
It's up to you. I can cast a spell and try to detect if there's any other things that are affecting you. But as with the 16, we won't force it on you.
I have a doctor, thank you. I can ask her when I get home.
All right.
If it would make you feel better, darling.
Go speak with your doctor, and yes. So, well, I'm glad that we were able to help at least with the ceremony. Enjoy the night, sky and stars.
I'd also like to leave a donation.
Of course. How much are you donating?
What's the average amount?
Usually like people depends on their like class. Some people put like 10 silver, 10 some people put 100, some put 1,000.
Let's go a solid 500.
500. Great. All right. You put 500 and you head back with a nice leisurely stroll. We'll see if there's RP between you and Zanny later.
Fix me. I'm dying.
Let's go to, well, that's the next one. Zanny. What is Zanny doing after coming back from the 9 hells?
You know, I think on the heels of that, I'm making dinner.
Okay.
I'm
Are
just
you making dinner for yourself, for the group, or for everyone in the fortress?
for everybody in the fortress.
Is tonight pasta night?
No, tonight we're gonna do breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast or dinner? Okay.
Tonight we're gonna do breakfast for dinner, so there's gonna be biscuits and gravy and that kind of thing.
Okay. I think it was no, it was last week you did pancakes, all the pancakes. So and Lance, yes. Lance is all for it.
And let's see, biscuits and gravy, and we're gonna do a mushroom scramble, and especially considering in honor of what has transpired today, Zanny is going 100% vegetarian. There is no meat at this table. There's not a choice of it. There is no meat.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. I would say that takes a couple hours. Eventually, Alice comes to you later on that evening. Perhaps she partakes in dinner, but she does ask you to help her for with like maybe a medical exam later on. Are you willing to provide that for her?
What you mean? Just the taint?
No, I got the taint removed. Also, please don't say the word taint. It makes me very uncomfortable now that I think about it.
You said it.
Look, I feel okay. The cleric
Okay.
was very, very, very pushy about it. So I guess want to know if I just am so strong at this point I can't tell that I'm dying. Maybe my liver's finally failing. Oh, that's possible.
I don't think you're dying, honey.
I don't think I have a liver anymore.
No, I've definitely snuck into your room before and regenerated your liver at least once.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you have
is that why I
you have
can't
a
get
liver.
drunk?
Yeah, that might actually have something to do with it a little
Oh,
bit.
you've given me a super liver. That makes so much sense, darling. I really appreciate it. You couldn't have given me a better gift.
Well, I'm your doctor.
And this is why I went to you, not the cleric.
But part of me just wonders if, just like when we went, to the what was the damn the abyss?
Underworld.
Underworld.
I hated it there.
I'm just wondering if, just like when you went there, some kind of emotion you're not used to came back with you.
Well, really the only emotion I left hell with this time was boredom. There was a lot of finagling and contract writing and...
Yeah, that's devils. That's devils for you.
Yes, no, it was terrible. It smelled terrible. It was just horrible all around. But
I mean, Mammon seemed alright.
yeah, he was okay. I mean, everything was a little too fancy in his office, but
Oh yeah,
the
he's trying.
drinks on a moment's notice was very nice.
Yeah, he did alright.
The DM this while we're having this conversation, Zanny is already like poring over her with her hands and giving her an actual examination.
you?
Okay.
I
So
look.
roll a medical check, a medicine check, Zanny. And this is not something that's you're going to do some blood work on her. So let's see what the medicine check does.
The syringe just comes out of her bag, just
No,
like a
do
knife.
not, do not, do
Too
not
late.
stab me with that. No, that's
blood's
my
coming.
blood.
Blood's
That's my
happening.
blood.
I'm
Medicine
getting
check,
it from you
Zanny.
one way or another.
Zanny, I know
27.
where you sleep.
Great. You are successfully able to do the exam, even with a squirming patient. And you guys can continue to like have your banter, but you'll look at the result later for it, Zanny, because you have to run the blood work and do the testing and everything.
Yeah, this part
So-
takes time.
There we go.
Okay, well, I'm going to go on continuing feeling fine.
Okay. I would, and I do stress this.
Don't.
It just in case there is something actually wrong, I would advise maybe no sex
Don't.
tonight.
No, don't. No, Zanny. See, I thought there was going to be one of two things you were going to say, and it was no sex and no liquor, and I wasn't going to allow either of those things to happen.
Liquor's fine, I think, but maybe just not tonight, in case what you have you might be able to give to Bruce.
Do you think I have I've only
You-
ever. What?
You might have a hell disease.
Oh, oh, oh.
So Alice,
Oh.
you did hear the cleric said that he cast lesser restoration on you.
Oh,
So that's one thing. But
look.
we'll see what happens and what the test results for Zanny are.
I thought you were going to say I had an STD.
Well, I mean, that's partially what a hell disease might be.
I've been cured twice.
And see. Azrael, what is Azrael doing after coming back from hell?
I don't know. He doesn't really like how the negotiation worked out. He was especially after seeing how Alani negotiated after like saying she was supposed to be a good god and like she's fucking literally just negotiating for 0 risk and 100% risk on the other end.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck's sake. Like, and like in the other timeline, he vouched for her. Look how she turned out. So I don't know. He's just going, he's painting his feelings, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. You do a very emotional painting.
Yeah.
Lots of
He's
blood
expressive
splatter.
like that.
Yeah. Roll me a charisma check. Well, are you proficient with painting tools? I think you are.
Yeah. So it'd
add
just
your
be
proficiency
performance,
at that.
right?
What was that?
It's just performance at that point, right?
Yeah, performance.
Or at least it's the equivalent. Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Not with a plus 12, you only rolled a 14. Like
It's
right
one of
below-
those. He's just pretending it's a sword.
Yeah.
It's
You break your-
slashing. It's
You break
abstract
one
art.
of your what do you call it? Brushes.
Yeah.
But you don't care. It's just a scene of red and black. You try to start painting Avernus, and you try to like paint elements of what happened, and you're just feeling just come out, and it's just looks like a blood splatter everywhere on this giant canvas.
Nice. Expressionism.
Cool. No, you're not gonna talk to anyone, right? You don't have to. Just giving option.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Cool. Chance, you rolled number 4. What is Chance doing?
She is up on the roof. And alternating between staring at her telescope and just crying.
All right. Do you eventually seek out any of the slivers or go talk to anyone, or are you just staying on the roof?
I mean, for now, she's just staying on the roof.
Okay. Let's go to Lance then. Lance, what is Lance doing?
Lance is going to not do anything much. At some point, he would probably make a cup of tea and a cup of coffee and a shot of liquor and and put it on a tray and go find Chance and just leave it next to her and not say anything. Knowing that she normally likes her privacy, but
Okay.
he would
You
drop
can
that
stay
off.
if
And
you
if
want.
huh?
I mean, you can stay if you want.
Okay. Is there any interesting stars out there today?
I mean, I am looking at the out the telescope in the fortress, so it's all imaginary anyway.
Well, no, it does mimic like the night sky, like an Aramare.
Yeah, but it's not real.
Yeah, but like the same stars that would be there, they are present, basically like a copy of it, but not the real stars, obviously. Yeah.
I mean, nothing new showed up. They didn't fuck up the cosmos or anything.
That's normally a good baseline.
The bare minimum.
Yeah. Are you going to try to talk to the 16 and see if they have a recommendation for you?
Yeah, 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 I need to do that. I just want to be able to talk to them with a clear head, I guess. You know, not bring my own emotions into it.
That's fair.
So, taking a moment since I guess we have a moment or a few hours. Not quite enough time to sleep on it, but
I mean, you could sleep on it.
that would take almost all my time. So, probably
Yeah, she
not
gave her 9
wise.
hours.
Okay, you can take a nap on it.
Yes, I could take a nap on it. Oh. Also, not entirely sure. Yeah. I mean, do I go through the slivers? Then I have to talk to either Revnos or Malori, and or do I go to like a temple and try to? I don't know. I don't know.
Um, well, I would maybe start with a quick basic prayer and go from there.
Yeah, we are a terrible group for spiritual guidance.
Instead of that time, Zanny, you come into the
Someone say
scene.
spiritual guidance.
Mm, yeah, trying to figure out the best way to contact the 16.
Oh shit, I was fucking with you. I just brought dinner, but yeah, okay, now I'm here.
Well, thanks.
No problem. Need to contact the 16? You need to go talk to him?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I should figure out what leaving looks like.
Or if you're even gonna do it. You still don't have to.
I don't I don't see another option. I mean, I
I get it.
I don't like her, but I also don't. I mean, I don't want to throw her to the wolves. And by the wolves, I mean, you know, everyone else down there. Um, the 16 aren't going to help her. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you know, nobody else is going to do it.
Just because nobody else is going to do it doesn't mean it has to be you.
but nobody else
Yeah.
is going to do it. And
But that-
I'm
Well, does that mean you want to?
it means
Right.
I want her to be helped. And like
Well,
I said,
everyone-
I'm the kind of person where if nobody else does it, I mean, I'll do it.
Now that I get.
Lance, you do notice Erlon sneaking in. Just FYI.
I just imagined the Kronk scene of him stealthing and singing his own music.
Hey, no, it's 16. 16's good.
He's mouthing it. His mouth is. He's not saying it out loud. He's lip syncing to his own theme music.
I rolled really good stealth.
16 is good. We all have a passive perception of like 25.
But that's what I'm
He
saying.
beat me by one.
Good. It's a good
Exactly.
stealth check, but with these perceptions at this high level, you are spotted.
Oh, hello there, guys. What
I
brings
don't
you
call him out. I just look
up
at him.
here. What brings you over here?
Looking at
did
the
hear them.
stars, I guess.
Oh, we're all looking at the stars. Oh, what beautiful stars they are, huh?
Mhm.
You know, I came up here because I had to let off steam because we didn't fight anybody.
I'm sorry. Would you like to spar?
With you, Chance?
Sure.
Yeah. What? Really?
What
I-
the fuck?
Um, no, Chance. I feel like with everything going on, I shouldn't do that to you. What? It's all right. Everything's fine. I'm just,
No, I just tap
Nice.
Erlon on there. No, I think she might need this.
Mhm. Really?
The tower's only 9 stories tall, right?
The fortress is, I think we agreed, like 6 story. There's 6 floors, so the roof is like the 7th floor.
Yeah,
Because I know
like
there's
7 stories up.
69. So
Yeah.
Is this a real Chance from hell? Did this switch with another Chance? I'm confused.
Oh yeah, we didn't ceremony anybody when we got back.
I mean, what does it do if nothing happens?
Ye-
I mean, like, do you just stay the same? Does it change you in a different direction?
No, it just puts you back to you.
Yeah. If you weren't
if
changed,
you're
doesn't
already
do
you.
anything.
Okay.
But that's going to take hours to do.
It only takes 1 hour.
Well, for her, but to do everybody would take multiple hours.
Probably should have hauled Azrael out of hibernation.
Let me look real quick. Did I prepare it today? Nope.
9.
I could
something
do
you
it
guys
and
can
do it
do
now.
afterwards with
Yeah,
other
yeah.
things, but
You sure you don't want to fight?
Really, I don't feel like that's okay. I mean, Zanny said it might be good for you. Why do you feel that?
When one has to deal with a hell dimension and devils, one tends to get pissed off. I'm just going on the assumption that you might be pissed off, Chance.
I don't know. I mean, I might need to let out something. I don't know what that something is, but you know, I don't want to kill Erlon.
Whoa, what? Hold on, time out. That's not
She'd
where-
absolutely
what-
take you in a
no,
fight.
no. That is not what I was saying. I mean, I feel like, no offense, but I'd have to hold back.
Yeah.
But I came here because I was a little worried, about the whole situation. Seemed kind of, weird per se.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess that's why I'm staring at the stars, because maybe I won't see them anymore. I mean, I'll see different stars, but not not these stars.
That's my thing. Do you feel like you made the right choice?
I feel like it was the only choice I could make.
Really? Like who? I mean, I commend you. I mean, you definitely did it for others, and I know you felt your pressure to do so. But I mean, a part of me thinks that sometimes it's not terrible to be a little selfish in your own way, to care about what you want or think, and maybe this one wasn't right, at least for you.
Yeah. Well, like I said, no one else was going to do it, and I I know what it's like to feel alone, and I don't want anyone to feel that. And she's alone, even if she's, kind of a terrible person at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. That maybe deserves to be alone.
Nobody deserves to be alone.
Yes. I just I don't think you deserve. No, I feel like I think you don't deserve you chose.
Uh, like I said, I mean, I haven't signed it yet. I'm almost tempted to sign it because then I'll get my mom back, and then I can talk about it with my mom, you know? It's
Yeah.
one of those things like, well, I could really use my mom right now. And
But what do you think she'd want? Without her obviously being here, you know her enough to know what she probably would say to you already.
eh, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably the same thing that I'm thinking. The combination of, oh no, I just made a deal with the devil, which is like, uh, our biggest don't
Oh no.
ever do that for as long as as long as I've been alive. But also, I mean, she's the reason I am the way that I am, and I think she too would want to, you know, help somebody who doesn't have anyone else.
Yeah. Well, it's an act of selflessness, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm currently feeling maybe a little selfish, mourning the things that I'm going to lose, feeling kind of like I'll be alone myself.
I don't know if it's particularly selfish to mourn a loss.
Eh, maybe not.
I think you're well within your rights, dear.
Agreed.
Actually, one thing I was thinking while I was up here though is like, I mean, she's really, really betting on this whole me being an oracle thing, right? Um, is our like is our power independent, or does our power come from, I mean, fate here? So if we're outside of the purview of the 16's fate, do I even have this power anymore? This power that I don't actually have yet, but might soon.
I mean, if we game it out, honestly, if she chooses fate as part of her portfolio, she could attempt to make you an oracle of her. So, location may not matter in that case, but I think you are onto something. If she doesn't pick that up, you may not even be in Oracle when you go.
Right?
Because he comes from fate with a capital F here, as far as I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, I might not even be any good to her.
Well, she doesn't know that, does she?
You should put that in your contract.
I don't know if I can modify the contract here now.
It would just have to be re-reviewed by her.
I suppose. I mean, I guess she has to sign it too.
Change it, and just changes have to be agreed, like Lance said.
Mhm.
I would put a clause in there that says if upon arrival, your oracle powers are taken because they are by the 16 when you leave Tellos, that if she cannot establish a foothold within 30 days, that you get to return and she will be left on her own.
Well, that's the thing I need to figure out how to talk to the 16 about. I'm not sure if I can return. Right? That was the big sticking point, right? Once I've
Well,
seen beyond,
There's no going back.
well, let's go talk to him.
it's like go to the temples.
No, let's go talk to them.
I don't know that we can just. I mean, yes, I'm sure that you can get us up somewhere, but I don't know that we could just walk. I don't know if they just take walk-in appointments.
Temples are a good start, I think. It's not like they're not going to be paying attention to us.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably just do a quick prayer right here and see if they answer. Be like, yo, we need to talk. What's the best way to do that? There is a sliver downstairs, but that's third hand.
Yeah, then I have to. The problem with that is it's either talking to Revenos, who gives his own
Version.
running commentary. So I'm not sure what of that is coming from the god and what of that is coming from him, or Mallory, who similar but different attitude. Again, not sure what's coming from the god, what's coming from her.
I mean, if you want, I can try to run our family angle and see if Anna would get you a pass to the upper planes so that you could talk to them directly.
Uh, I I don't know.
Look,
I suppose.
while you guys are talking about this, Lance throws a quick prayer to Grace. Hey, Chance needs to talk to you guys. Can we come up and visit?
Roll religion check.
So close.
Okay. Continue conversations if you wish.
Oh, I mean, did has anyone talked to Revenos since we got back? Just in general, just given the highlight of what happened, I suppose we should probably do that, whether we're asking for his help or not.
I didn't catch him up. I mean, I saw him go in the meat locker and go get a cow, but that's about it.
Does he swallow those whole?
Several of them.
Do you see? Does he change forms, or does he somehow do it in the form he's in? Does he like shrink them down and eat them whole?
I mean, I'm probably revealing more secrets than he wants you to know, but he just goes and eats it in the backyard, man.
Hmm.
He's a dragon. He's got to eat, man.
Well, yeah.
He just goes and eats it in the backyard, man.
I just don't know why you're so obsessed about a dragon's eating habits. I mean, he's old. He eats a bunch. Eats us at house
He's
and
pretty
home.
young for a dragon, isn't he?
He's what?
He's not that young. Not comparatively.
I mean, not like he's a newer sliver, right? So he's not as old as like the one that got taken.
Oh yeah. He's a new guy, but he's not that new of a dragon. He's just a new sliver.
Ah,
I mean, Lord Abiad could just eat a surprising amount in his human-like form. So, I mean, he never ate a whole cow, but
that you
definitely,
saw.
well,
I mean, we
yeah,
can.
exactly. But just definitely at dinner would eat 4 times as much as me or Andon.
Yeah, the last I checked, those guys, and when I say those guys, dragons can eat roughly their body weight in a day. So, a few cows is a light lunch.
But they're lizards, right? So like other lizards, after they eat heavy, they have to take like a long nap.
That is a
Yeah.
gross oversimplification. That's like saying all mammals are koalas.
Yeah, he's.
Revenos enters the scene.
I mean,
I'm trying to educate him, help him
what
out.
is a koala?
A little idiotic creature, but adorable nonetheless. Grace sent me to you, said that you sent a prayer to her. How can I? Well, first off, I'm glad you all made it, but then you all immediately scattered. So I was like, okay, they perhaps need time or researching. Something I can help with.
Yeah, do they have a place picked out for her to go?
Oh, that's what was decided. They want to. You want to send Alani the directions to go to another world.
Well, I was asking if they had like one lined up.
They have a few ideas, different worlds potentially. They
Like
haven't yet
cool worlds? Or
decided.
are they like she's dropping in the middle of a fully godded up world, or is there like hey, all their gods left and they can just go wide open? They're
There are
taking
different.
anybody at this point.
Yes, there are different worlds out there that have certain needs. So it's not just one option of only this world. There are a few worlds that they can at least point at and send her way.
Yeah, well, that's not exactly what she wants. I mean, she that's 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 half of it. She doesn't want to go alone. She doesn't want to start with nothing.
Of course, she wants followers, right?
Eventually, yes.
She wants a specific follower.
I didn't agree to be follower.
Well, if
She
you're gonna be an
wants.
oracle for her, then you need to kind of worship her a little bit.
Well, I know this morning you all told me the issue. You told me more about her and how she wants Chance. Chance, are you seriously considering going?
I don't see another option.
You could have just sent her away. Could have killed her. Could have just threatened her to give you your parents back. But you're choosing to go with her and leave Tellos.
Well, that's what I'm have to figure out what that means.
If she left Tellos, could she come back?
No,
Why?
because that is a rule of the 16.
Yes, but what is this rule? Like I know that they do want influence from other things, but what if there's no influence? Like what influence are you expecting me to bring back?
any number of influences. And I can't tell you all the influences because then that would reveal things that you don't know. But if I had to give an example, right now you have a concept of an Amiromobile, right? You have ideas of gunpowder, guns, cannons. Imagine you're from a world where that doesn't exist and everything is just classical technology. The most advanced thing they have is a trebuchet. Well, you can't come back to or go to that world with the knowledge that you have of the Industrial Revolution because you will influence that world. Whether or not you choose to give that knowledge or not, you will influence it by the manner you speak, the ideas you share, the technology that you consider or influence overtly or subtly. That's just one example of just technology or philosophies that you can influence if you come back from whatever worlds you visit. That has been one of the founding rules of the 16. No gods are to interfere, no individuals from other worlds are to interfere and enter. No one that leaves Telos comes back that has that knowledge.
Except that we've met a number and we brought people from Earth. And
Yes, and that, unfortunately, is not a thing that should be allowed when it comes to them because they have knowledge of Earth and their influence, their cultures mixing in here. Now, I know you guys are trying to be good and help them. That's why we can erase their minds and everything. But even still, there's always the possibility that those memories will resurface or that they will still influence this world. You are a hero, a person who has immense power and standing in this world. You can't come back if you leave.
except I don't have that. I don't want that.
Then why did you agree to it?
Because I had to save my family. I had to save Lord Abiad.
All right. And
That's
you
why I
thought that
became a hero.
I understand that. But you thought that this path, going with her, was the best path.
It was the only path that I saw. She wouldn't go alone. She doesn't deserve to be caught by Maman and tortured for eternity.
Perhaps you're right. She shouldn't be tortured for eternity. But it is not your responsibility to save her, Chance.
Whose responsibility is it since it's not the 16s?
No one's responsibility. There are people who end up doing bad things, ending up in bad places, and at the end of the day, you do not have to give up everything to save them.
Somebody does. They need
Know that
someone.
no chance. There are countless worlds out
If
there.
I was in that position, I would hope that someone would help me.
You did not you did not become a corrupt goddess that became a fiend and now wants to become good and needs to influence others. Because the 16 talked about this. They debated this with their god speech. If you give her a world, any world, there's always going to be the risk of her turning evil again. Because it's happened once, it can happen again. And we cannot save every single god. And if we helped this one, the next one would come. And we don't even know if Alani is worthy of it.
And how are you going to find out unless we give her a chance? And I understand, I'm not asking you and the 16 to help anymore. You have already said no. But no one else is going to help, so I'm going to help. Because I can't just leave someone in need.
She could find another world. If we gave her the
Which is
knowledge
exactly what she's going to do.
All right, then why do you have to go with her?
Because she said she needs that.
And you believe her.
you guys aren't offering any alternatives. You guys aren't offering, no, she doesn't need that. You are now, but it's too late.
You. The alternatives would have been fight her and get your parents back, or convince her just to give up your parents and go and leave Telos, and we'll give her the knowledge. But she manipulated you, is what I'm guessing, to play on your sympathies.
She did not play on my sympathies.
I
She
have-
is alone.
And why is she alone?
That I don't know. That I have to find out.
Yes. Fortunately, you either, well, did you make a pact yet with her?
I have a contract here.
Is it signed?
Not yet.
Then you have not yet agreed to it. Refuse the
No.
contract.
And lose my parents?
No, demand your parents back. Demand it.
Is this coming from the gods? Is this coming from peace? Or is this coming from you?
This is me telling you to demand it. You give yourself too little credit for your standing. Now, you want to know about the 16? The 16 looked at all the different possibilities and their runaway effects. And that's why they came up with that answer of no, we will not help her. And I can explain it. But right now, I would, as your mentor, convince you not to go. If this is not what you want, and if you want to go to another world and never come back, okay, we're not going to stop you, but you can never come back. But if that's not what you want, you don't have to save this fiend. You can let her try another world, because I know there are other worlds that can accept her, and she has to try it on her own without your help or an oracle's help.
I guess that's where it's not that she couldn't go someplace else. It's that she's currently a fiend. She wants to be good. Who's watching her? Who's helping her get to that path? Who's helping her be good? If you just let her, you know what? If you just let her leave her unguided, then there's going to be a greater chance that she is going to continue being evil, that she is going to continue on this path, and that it is going to be poorly handled.
And that is why you leave it to her followers. And this is the inherent flaw of these type of deities, is that they need worship for good and for ill. They will be influenced, and perhaps you may be able to save her or steer her, but in the end, when you die of old age, she will be dependent on worshippers, and they may
Yeah.
worship her in an evil way or they may worship her in a good way.
Which is that's what I'm saying, is that getting her set up to be good is the help she needs.
Then she can beseech those gods in those other worlds. It does not have
You're
to
assuming
come
there
from you.
are gods on those other worlds.
Yes, we know there are some worlds where there is no gods, and there are some worlds that have gods. She can seed herself in those worlds and have them help her set herself up. But with what Lance said earlier this morning, she tried that and failed. Why? And
Exactly.
she does that repeatedly. It's because inherently there is something wrong with her. So she
Or
needs
because she's currently evil.
But that's not a bad thing. Like, evil has to exist in a world for there to be balance. You
Yes,
can't have
but
all good all the time.
But perhaps that's why she failed. And she doesn't, and she has said that that is not what she wants, or she could stay where she is.
if she really wanted to, and she according to what you've told me, She was a goddess of war and peace, of fertility, which is sort of like life, and death. She has both in her portfolio. She should have been able to be balanced. Just as Lance just said, you need good and evil. She should have been able to handle that when she was on those other worlds. It is not, in my opinion, Chance, it is not your, you do not have to sacrifice yourself for her. It is okay to let someone who has fallen to pick themselves back up without help from anyone else.
I feel like you're not understanding me.
You, what guidance can I give you, Chance, as your mentor?
I mean, you answered the question that I had. It was whether or not I could come back. And I guess the answer is no.
It is not.
So it is what it is, I guess.
Would she lose her oracle powers when she leaves Tellos?
If she's an oracle when she leaves, I don't think so, because, well, I'm sure that Alani would be able to also influence it as a fate goddess, so she would keep it. What is Erlon and Zanny doing or thinking in the scene? Because they're also on the rooftops.
Um,
I'm biting my tongue.
Revenant's well, to his own degree, kind of said what I was saying. She's kind of screwing herself over. He's just saying it in a way better way than Erlon did. He's kind of looking at Revenos more in the sense of Revenos seems like he's coming with care for his decision. Obviously, it's against what the 16 said, but I think he's more coming out of a better side of him, I guess.
Understandable. And Zanny, what is Zanny thinking or feeling or doing as she hears Revenos's words?
I think Zanny is like physically biting her tongue during the entire exchange.
Like angry at Revenos or not?
No, just as in just physically biting. She wants so badly to jump in and run her mouth, and this is not her place. So this is not her place to do that. So she is quite literally physically biting her tongue to shut herself up.
Okay. Chance. They looked at different solutions. One solution was make her mortal. Let her live on Tellos was an idea. The problem with that idea, though, is if we give her just a mortal life, she will not want that. She wants immortality. So if we say, okay, be a good mortal, and then you can ascend to godhood, that is too easy. One lifetime is nothing to a 5,000-year-old goddess. She could, it would be like saying to a person who is a drug addict, oh, just be clean for 2 weeks and we'll give you all the power you want. So an idea was, okay, how about 10 lifetimes equal to 1,000 years of good behavior? All right, from there, make you a celestial. From there, same thing. Okay, do we want to trust her with this? And the same issue came up time and time again. You make her into a celestial. What are the ramifications of that? Well, if she's poor, a poor celestial, we would demote her. Would we have to now shepherd her? And would we have to do the same deal to all wayward gods? The same idea came up if we did that and she didn't do well or was just decent, we would have to support her or give her Telosians, which is the one fundamental thing that the 16 do not want is they want a world where people can mature without the influence of other gods or celestials of those gods. So the question became, okay, can we stall this for when the Exodus occurs? That was a possibility, but we cannot give her any celestial status until that Exodus occurs. That was one idea that was tabled, and came the next idea. If we gave her a world, what would that look like? Well, the 16 found that repulsive to their innate nature. Not because they are not giving, but because who would populate that world? It would not be Telosians. We would not give Telosians, because it goes back to that fundamental idea. A world where there is no influence. We would be selling out our own people. If we said, okay, well, what about slaves from the Fire Dominion and the Earth Dominion? Freedom found that especially repulsive because we are trading one set of slavery for another. Hey, we'll set you free, but you must worship Alani. And even if they was willful, they said, okay, yes, it's still coercion. These are people who are not understanding what they're getting themselves into because they don't have the freedom of choice. That's what it ultimately came down to with that world. On top of that, that world is supposed to be for Telosians. We're just supposed to give it away. It was aggravating for the 16 because they kept trying to look at what would be different solutions for this issue. And it came back down to the Exodus. The 16 are seeing that whatever they do, it ends up with either gods being hurt or Telosians being hurt. Because even if we gave that one world and populated with slaves that were willing to be free, we would have to do the same thing for any other wayward god. And then let's say those 3 gods are now on that world. That becomes the trash bin world, where all the refugee gods go, and there may not be cohesion. And we come to the same problem that happened to Telos 50,000 years ago, where gods fight gods. And the 16 are not meant to be arbiters, to be destroyers or judges of gods. And so we could not go with that solution. They could not go with that solution. And so it came back to that idea of, as much as they would like to help, every solution has a runaway effect that leads to potential disaster or so many mortal lives suffering. Because at the end of the day, that's what's the most important thing for the 16 are mortals, not gods, mortals who they want to protect and safeguard. And that's why they could not give another world. That's why they could not go with the idea of just make her into a celestial. And ultimately it came back to that answer of no, we cannot help you nor seed you on one of our worlds. We can point you to worlds that are not hostile because we do feel sorry for you, but we are not going to help you, especially with your fallen status, because she proved the flaw by not fading when she should have. Now do you understand why we gave that no answer and why we think, or I think, you should not go with her?
I understood beforehand why you said no, and that's why I said I wasn't asking for more help from the 16.
But you still wish to be this sacrificial lamb for her.
I think she deserves. See, I believe that what you said about the 16 is false about if you help one person, you have to help every person. I run Harmony, and yes, I want to help every person that comes to the door, and I don't have the ability to do so, but I want to. I do the best with the resources that I have, and that is the same that I will offer to anyone else. And I understand that the 16 don't have this to offer. I do. I'm just currently sad about what it means to lose the things that I love, the people that I love. But I do it for them. I do it to save my mom and my dad. I do it to give them back to Amden, even if that means he loses me.
As your mentor, I would advise you to demand, not to sell yourself, not to be this gift for her. But if this is the path you want to walk because you believe so strongly in this, then I don't know if I can convince you otherwise. But at least I can.
She's not demanding me forever. She's demanding me for a short time. The loss is within the 16's own rules. That I can't come back to the people that I love. And that's fine. I just need some time to mourn it. The life that I thought I was going to have.
Very well. If that is what you've decided, so be it. Well, I have some messages and sendings to send. Let me know if you need anything else from me. Does anyone want to say anything before Revenos leaves the scene? If not, he heads out. Chance, do you want to do anything, say anything with the rest of the group before we start fast forwarding a little bit to the 9-hour marker?
No.
Okay. Just because the people are in the scene. Zanny, I'll go with everyone. Zanny, do you want to say anything before transitioning scenes?
Just after I'm sure Revenos is cleared out, then I just let out a big old puff and. You want us to fuck off, or you want us here?
You can stay if you want. Right.
I think I'd like to, if that's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Zanny just plops down on the roof, just has a seat, lets her legs dangle over the side, and just lays back, stares at the stars.
Okay. Lance, do you want to also stay? Do you have anything else you want to say to Chance, or do you head out?
Lance is going to stay for a little bit, and then at some point he's going to wander away. Yeah.
All right. And Erlon, do you stay, Erlon, to add anything, other things you want to say to Chance, or do you head out as well?
He'll hang out if she permits it, but he's kind of taken aback by, I guess, the whole exchange between her and Rose. But he's quiet about it, but he's just very, I don't know. He has mixed emotions about the whole situation. Okay. But he'll be there.
So fast forwarding scenes then a little bit. Chance, is there anything you're doing before the 9 hours is up? Anything else you want to do? Or do you read the contract and just sign?
I mean, she'll read the contract. She eventually, once she's had some once she's calmed down a little bit, she'll probably go and talk it over with Amden.
will say, if you tell all the details, Andon wants to go with you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't think that I mean, yeah, I figured you'd want to. And the problem becomes right, where is the line? Or, you know, what do we, stop asking from other people? You have friends. I have friends. Uh, are we going to ask Lily and David to go? I mean, Lily would probably go, but David has like 4 siblings and parents. So I doubt he'd want to go and give all that up. Uh, you know, and stupid as it was, I had thoughts of what our future would look like, back at the manor. And Lord Abiad's not going to go with us.
Maybe he will. We can
He,
be a family. I think mom and dad would probably want to also.
yeah, I
go
mean,
with.
you and me and mom and dad, but like I said, then where is our circle? What is our circle? You know, where does it stop? Lord Aviad has his family too that he can't leave, or that he's done all of what he's doing for. I don't I don't think that he can just go with us too. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot.
I'm sure those that like I'm going, mom, dad will go. Abiad probably will go. And
I
then
I
whoever
don't
wants
think
to
he
go,
will.
we'll just all go. I mean, what you're important to us.
Yes, I don't doubt that much, but it's giving up everything you know and love, and the people you love, and the people they love, and the people they love. We can't take all of Telos with us.
No, but we'll go. And even if we sacrifice, it's a choice between you and them. Sure, a lot will choose you.
And I I don't know. It's yeah.
We'll do it together.
Yeah, that part was never a question. Just if we want to do it. But
He gives you a hug throughout it all because I'm sure there's some tears, but he definitely is hugging you tight. Okay. Quick thing, Lance, are you going before the 9 hours, immediately right after, or
As soon as he left the upstairs, he was going down there and he was going to go have his simulacrum cast him over.
Okay. You have a simulacrum. I thought that one.
We had used one to initially send us down there, so I didn't have to use a spell.
Yep. So that one, yeah, and that one doesn't have a 9th level because that one was the one who did wish, or did you get rid of him?
No, I had made a new one before this, so we
Okay.
had somebody to send us down there.
Gotcha.
So this one does have a nice level. So I'm gonna message Mammon walking down and say we need to talk now. I'll be there in a second, and then I'm gonna have this guy gate me down there.
Okay, we'll pause that there because I think Azrael is also saying that he would probably want to join. Are you taking Azrael, or
Unless you're wanting to go solo. I don't really
You can go with
have
me,
a specific reason, but I mean,
but
'Cause
Lance
also
is
remember-
Lance is going to make a deal.
yeah,
Also-
well, I mean, Azrael probably agrees with a lot of people that he doesn't want Chance going down this road either. So he'd be willing to help with that.
So yeah, the also Aura may help because Lance changing alignments.
Yeah,
That's fine.
That's another reason. Yeah.
Lawful evil Lance is probably what's needed right now. So
That's up to you. You can willingly fail if you wish.
Yeah.
I believe you're right now neutral, chaotic neutral. So you would actually
Yeah.
become chaotic evil. So we don't want that. So Okay, point blank. Are you asking Azrael? Yes or no?
If he sees him, he would be like, "I'm gonna go fix this. Are you coming with me?"
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure because Az's room is right next to his, so I'm sure they bump into each other.
All right. Zanny, do you? Let me put it this way: do you want to know with precognition or no?
No,
Okay, there we go.
no. I am on the roof with Chance
Until she leaves, and then you go to your...
until she leaves. The only way that I'm going to find out is if Lance comes up and tells me himself. So
Okay.
I'm not.
And he knows better
I
than
am
that.
in the moment.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just trying. Your precognition allows you opportunities. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. It's from a meta perspective, if Zanny finds out that Lance is going to do this, she will physically try to stop him and maybe try to kill him.
Fair. Cool. Alice is in her room with Bruce. Erlon, I said he left, so I'm not sure if Lance, you want to go after him. Yeah, so you go forward. Let me pause 1 second and send a quick message. Okay. Ugh. So before that, I sent a message for it.
To me.
No.
Okay.
Just gonna keep it quiet. Give 30 seconds for the person to respond. So everyone check your... They're already responding, so no one has to jump immediately to Discord. So, but 30 seconds to decide. So cool. All right, you travel. Well, first off, you send a sending. I'm on my way to it. Tell me verbatim what you say to Mammal, because this might... Remember, it's all about respect and everything. You're jumping in on him when he has other dealings, but you are a hero. So tell me what exactly you say to Mammon. Just, we need to talk.
I send him a message that says, "I'm on a short timeline. I need to make a deal with you, and I need to do it now. Can I gate to you?"
Yes, I think you can.
Okay. And Lance will have his simulacrum gate him and Az down there.
Okay. Take a deep breath. You walk forward. Both of you roll wisdom saving throws.
We still have advantage, right?
Correct. It hasn't been the 24-hour marker. So with the aura, yeah, you both save. Once more, Mammon greets you for the third time. Let me actually switch the scene for it. And let me get a drink of water. Okay. You appear. And you appear directly... You don't appear directly in his office, but outside in like the golden halls of Menarius.
That's
You
fine.
then are quickly... Easy, just like literally down the hall, an imp is literally there to greet you and escort you, and you basically are there within 30 seconds.
Okay.
Welcome again, Lance and Azrael. What can I do for you? For you both?
So Chance will never admit this, but we made a mistake going back and changing the plan. So I came to make a proposal for you, and she doesn't know about this because if I don't do this, all of us are going to lose her.
I saw this as a potential thing that would happen. I tried to bargain with her fairly. Fortunately, she didn't trust me enough and has a very kind, selfless heart to give to the Hurrian goddess.
Yes. The god chains you have. Does she need to be weakened to do it, or can I wish them on her when I'm in her presence?
You would have to weaken her for it.
Well, I think we can make that happen, right?
Okay.
She is a weaker goddess.
Do you think me and Azrael by ourselves could do it?
Perhaps not. But I can send you my soldiers.
I would appreciate that. So here's what I'm offering. I will get her chained. I will give her to you. You release Chance's parents, and we stop her having to make the choice to leave. I also need transportation to her and your soldiers as backup.
Yes.
Does that
So-
seem fair?
You want me to give you basically the first contract I gave, which she nulled through you both. Both of you nulled originally.
Correct. Because I admit that I allowed that to happen and that was the wrong choice. Some creatures are not redeemable, and I am keeping a promise that I made to her a long time ago that said if she ever got stuck being drugged down to the hells, that I would personally come down here and kick whose ever ass was going to do it. So I am fulfilling that promise.
It is tempting. I get the goddess and you get everything, but what more can you offer, though? I want to bargain fairly, but you both did negate the first contract, so it has to be a little bit more consideration.
Well, I didn't, did I?
No. Are you offering something, though, Azrael?
Could I not make that same offer? You get her, we get Chance's parents, and Chance.
Yes, but now it's like
That was the fun offer. He wants something more.
a little bit more. And it's
What
not
would
that, again, it's I have to oblige the Pact Primeval. You all shunted a contract, and I can't punish you for it. But in order to extend the option contract,
Let me.
Lance, roll an insight check.
I think this is just you trying to. Well, it's your nature, isn't it?
I'll give you advantage with. Well, no, that's literally insight plus 2. That's a high, probably almost the highest. I'll let you land. He is punishing you a little bit. It's not necessarily strict, but you can also appreciate greed there. So you don't have
How
to
about
offer the moon, but maybe just a little extra, just to appease his greed and his slight that he felt.
I understand me and you are cut from the same cloth. We both know what's going on here. So I will offer you something, but I want to add one more thing to it. Well, two more things, I guess.
I'm interested.
You release Chance and her brother's bloodline. I don't need a
That
sister,
I'm not
but
interested in.
but those two. Instead, just those two. I don't care about the rest of them at this point. But instead, I will offer you either a bloodline from me or 3 favors within reason and my morality of your choice later.
You and Chance would potentially. However, there's an issue there. You're not an oracle. She can be. I want her oracular abilities.
How about this? Chance is your sister signal.
What? Oh, Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is single.
You make it work somehow. I know you can do it. So that I end up marrying Chance's sister. And then you have my power and the Oracle power in the same bloodline.
Addendum. You will also sire 3 children. And you will use a wish to make them inclined to carry also the same oracular abilities. If I'm going to give up 1, I would like to just do, and it's not a guarantee I'll have 3 more from it, but just to use your power of wish with a little help from me. I think that would be work in our favor.
Deal.
Well, wait. You said there's a second thing.
Oh, I said that's why I said Chance and Andon.
Oh, chance and. Okay, I thought that
Yes.
was one additional.
That's why I said 1. Well, could be 2, depending on how you reviewing it.
I see. Of course, you do not reveal any of that part to Chance. Scheherazade, I know that she'd be very upset about it.
She's going to be mad at me either way at this point. But
True.
yes, I will keep that.
But I don't want this pact influencing Eve, this pact making it so that Eve doesn't want to have children. And you understand my line of thinking.
Yes.
You do not hinder the devilkins that may come from your bloodline. You will give them every advantage. And I would say that both you and Azrael are sworn to secrecy with this. This part of our provision.
That's fair. Can you? That's fair.
Is
I was
that
going to say, can you just wipe
Azrael?
Az's
Yeah,
mind since he's gonna?
No
Forget-
mind
or-
magic. This would be from the Pact Primeval itself. So even if they try to torture you out of it, it would not come. You would babble. You can't. I can't say it. I can't say it.
Great.
Okay.
I think this is a good bargain. We all get what we want. Scheherazade gets freed. She could be an oracle. I get potentially 3 or 4 oracles. A heroic bloodline. And a goddess, Alani. So, with that being said, he snaps the finger. The contract is redone. And he offers you a pen to both of you. Before you sign, I will say, do you wish, and actually pause, this is now a meta question. So, meta. The soldiers he's going to send with you. Lance, Azrael, well, actually, no, just because of the sake of time and everything. We'll see how if the combat we do it in game and each of you guys play like a devil or something, or maybe the devils take the forms of you all, player-wise with the same abilities. But there we go. You sign. You were given the contracts. Lance, Azrael, do you sign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You sign and you feel the blood coming through, and Mammon gets it and signs his contract. Time is of the essence. Let's get you the god chains and send you to Alani.
Perfect.
I need you to, and I'll give you the power for this. She is elusive for me. The coordinates that she gave was supposed to act for chance to get there. we need another nexus point. I need you to wish into existence a nexus point. And I will impart the complexities that are needed to understand what that wish means.
Okay.
And I'll give you the 9th level spell back.
Great. Lance does that.
Okay. You feel infernal power pour in your mind. For a moment, there is a crown, a red ruby crown of horns. And you have this knowledge bestowed on you about how fate and convergence points work. And you make the wish. And that's what will end our session. As we go forward with whatever is about to happen with Lance and Azrael going forth, and one way or the other, a horned oracle will be born. Because as the prophecy said, and I will quote it right here, words or power may lead the way, just as magic or might may win the day. Or to make a bargain with an archduke or goddess to face a foe, with words or power may lead the way. From goddess, devil, and beast, a trammel or a chain, a spell or a blade, a new oracle to safeguard freedom and fate. And see what happens next time on session 132 for the final part of Chance's arc. See y'all next time. Take care.